It's time to watch the highest rated Polytopia game in our league, the game of the season. Watch pro level tactics including Polytaur pushes, night chains, city cannibalization, high level forges, and sawmills for lots of giants and more. Okay, let's see the game of the season. Hello, I'm Espark. I'm leader of the Arctic Wolves, and with me today is Funny.
Hello, I'm Funny, and I am a co-leader on the Kraken, here to walk us through this Season 18 game of the season.
Woo!
We've got this side, and they're all Arctic Wolves in this southwest half of the map.
Let's go! Okay, Arctic Wolves, let's go!
Yeah.
I'm not unbiased. I'm rooting for them. Sorry, I can't help myself. Let's go, Arctic Wolves. Okay, continue.
Absolutely. And on the other half of the map, northeast, we've got the Lightning side. Now, when they're all lined up like this, they just move in a straight line, not trying to step on their teammates' toes or anything. And there's this giant wall of death. And the opening is nothing too crazy. Moves that we've seen before by any means.
They're going for villages.
Poly pushing. And
wait. What is that? What is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Why didn't that warrior go for the village? That's like standard Polytopia 101. Go for the village. There has to be a good reason.
Well, there's a whole series of things. They know, based on where they are, based on where the ruins are, generally where their opponents are, that there's going to be this giant wall of death. So, this Luxador, right here, maybe Larry, he's got something much more important. If he keeps pushing north and finds another village here, after that nice explorer they just ripped, they're going to take this village from Zebasi, this contested one, which is way more valuable than this one.
Larry's going to the middle. Larry wants to get those contested villages before another. And so he says to his buddy, Kevin, you can have this village. But then something else happens. Then what happens?
So we want Kevin to just step on the village, right?
Yeah.
Reasonable, normal, makes sense.
Makes sense. I get it.
He doesn't.
Wait.
He doesn't want the village.
Kevin, why didn't you step on a village? Larry was giving you that village.
Turns out they have a plan. Yeah, and let's go back even further to not turn 3, but before turn 3. On turn 2, when they see this Polytaur here, Luxador...
The animal, yeah.
Yep, Luxador has vision on this village. And they already start a plan that goes all the way to turn 5. On Luxador's turn, they send this rider to attack the Polytaur.
Let's call that elephant Polytaur Edward. He hits Edward.
Yep, he hits Edward, and it seems like, well, why couldn't he just capture the warrior like this turn if he'd stepped on it last turn? But Luxador doesn't want this village. After training this, the goal was that the rider was weakened from the retaliation damage.
Oh,
and they give up this village to Elyrion.
Why do they want Edward the elephant to get the village and not Larry or Kevin?
So look at these sanctuaries. With this city, they've got these animals already on there and this level 4 sanctuary spot west that they can set up.
Oh.
So it's way more stars for the Elyrion.
Got it. Okay, so they decided the Elyrion player should have it so they can get the sanctuary. Cool.
Yeah, and they were setting that up from turn 2, and it worked out just like they wanted to. Nothing spectacular has been going on throughout the rest of the game.
Okay, wait. Can we look at Shinshi? That is like a monster forge spot. What is that? What is that?
It's a level 5 forge.
That's amazing.
Yeah, absolute crazy giant potential. Lots of population here. Speaking of lots of population, it's turn 5 giant that they've already got.
There's a giant? We got a turn 5 giant and with a sawmill? Wait a minute. How did he get a sawmill on turn 5?
So how did Icy Inferno afford that? Well, I guess it's time for us to see. Zebasi stepped into his vision so that he could buy Forestry and Organization.
Okay.
Collects the 5 stars back on his capital. Takes the Explorer. 5 stars from Hoodrick. 5 stars from Elyrion.
Yes.
And it looks like it's going backwards. Oh, he doesn't get anything actually from that Explorer. It ends there. He buys Mathematics, rushes, walks in to find Luxador.
Yeah.
This warrior right here, he's the all-star. He got 5 stars from Zebasi and 5 stars from Luxador, teaming up with that explorer over here. Now, what the Arctic Wolf side has in expansion, the Lightning side is making up for with these high-level cities. They haven't gotten it here with their Jin yet, but they're working on it.
But they're getting there. They're getting there. You can see the mines popping up.
Yep, and steps off the ruin.
Steps off the ruin to kill Larry, but prevents Luxador from getting the village.
This is a nice explorer. That tells them, hey, we didn't see that giant before, but maybe we should be afraid.
Nah, they got archers. Archers are good for countering giants, right?
Absolutely. But it is a matter of time. If the giant only needs to like live and survive on the city for 1 turn to take it. So let's see what they get from this ruin. Ooh, a nice star ruin straight into Rider Roads.
Oh! Let's go, Rider Roads. And those lovely sanctuaries are going to be making a lot of income. Oh, look at that forge. Oh my gosh. Wow.
So I hate to pause, but everything is so intricate in a game like this.
Yeah, talk us through it. What just happened here?
So we saw generally the developments for how they're going to be pushing the rest of this game. Luxador, they've been on the route of self-sacrifice, and they're going to continue that. What the Arctic Wolves' plan is with the Rider Roads is they can't get their own giants as Elyrion. Giants are some really fantastic units. But what they can get is everything else in the game. If they get these sanctuaries, if they start capturing these 2 cities as well, set up sanctuaries from Luxador, then this Elyrion is going to be an absolute monster. In fact, on reviewing this game, Thomas Ribeiro even said that the only reason that they didn't use their turn-free bonus and go into a new game was because they recognized their Elyrion's potential. So the Arctic Wolves are scrambling to make up a defense. If they can survive the early stages of this game and just keep the city advantage that they have, they're playing for a nice late game. It's all on the Lightning to make something happen, and they have to play really precisely, really aggressively to make it work. They drop that Park of Fortune on their capital and get a second giant turn 6.
Look at those forges. Dang. Okay.
So at the start of turn 7, Just Luck just getting his riders in, and
what? Wait,
no ruins
we're
yet.
turn 7 and they have a knight?
Yep, they recognize. You usually look at these kinds of positions and you say something like, how can I get a giant here? How can I get more villages? But at this level, they recognize my giants are not going to be in time for anything. He's trying to support his teammates. His goal is to just get these knights, riders, set up roads for his teammates, start like chaining for the Polytaurs if they allow it. That doesn't look like Elyrion.
Do they have vision?
Yeah,
they
Thomas,
do.
that second city explorer, wonderful vision on both.
Luxador can see there's a knight. Okay, so they have to prepare. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, even if they like successfully space their units out, suddenly their units are in like suboptimal positions that they didn't want to put them in. So even if the knight isn't getting a big chain, it's still getting good value.
But typically, that's how you counter a knight, is you try to space out your units so they can't get a chain.
Yeah, so we gotta see, what are they gonna do about this? The other thing is, even if he's not going after the Elyrion Luxador, trying to support them, this knight is right here. And these archers, which were looking good at dealing with a giant before, look like really big chain targets now.
So that knight could either go through the Luxador side, or it could go through the Hoodrick side. Oh, dear.
Right now, Thomas goes in, deals with the first.
So instead of spacing out the units, they put units to block zone of control. The knight cannot get past those units while they're still there. And to kill those units, one of those Zebasi riders that are on the ruin would have to come off the ruin. They have to delay capturing the ruin to kill the opponent unit that's blocking the zone. Otherwise, the knight can't get through, right?
Looks about the size of it. Yeah, so they just want to siege the city immediately. They don't want them to train units on this city. Or at least just deny stars. They want them as weak as possible to prepare this giant.
Yeah, because Hoodrick can unsiege, but I don't see a way for them to stop that giant from taking that city later.
Yeah, the other big thing is, let's say these two archers team up and shoot down this warrior. Guess what they're not shooting?
It's distracting the archers. Yeah, they have to unsiege instead of hitting the giant. Yep.
Yeah, this is an example of overloading. Give them too many targets in that turn. Oh, just kidding.
Wait, what happened? What happened? Go back.
Yeah. So it looked as if, giving up this ruin to Zebasi, but uh-oh, they got a rude player. So with some rogues, they go ahead, get stars.
So the Arctic Wolf side, they weren't giving up that ruin to Zebasi. They were planning to have their Elyrion right come in there and knock them off. Oh, yep. And then they blocked. They moved up.
Yeah, so these guys blocking here so that this Polytaur can capture this city.
And that's another sweet sanctuary spot if they can get it. Ooh.
Yeah, already level 5 set up. They're probably going to want to start training some Polytaurs to deal with these two giants.
Yeah.
So just like we said, Luxador continuing not only this city, but now sacrificing their own capital as well.
That's a teammate cannibalization, teammates helping each other. The goal is just for your side to win, so it's better off if they give it to their buddy.
Jin now buying hunting. Probably going to want to support their giants with archers or some such thing.
Look at that forge!
Yeah, we gotta see that again. Look, the 4 tiny little forges combine and become one immediately! So the question is, just luck. You got this knight to support your teammates. They are shutting you down.
What is that knight gonna do?
So it could just get an easy chain
here. Yeah, 2.
Grab a couple
could
units.
Chain 2. That's the best it could do.
Yep. And dodges the ruin for this turn. That rider was
delays taking the ruin to kill the other rider.
Yeah, it was in a dangerous spot for them. They don't want to lose this knight that they spent so much on. And same thing.
Now,
that Luxador village that they skipped earlier. If the thing is safe, if it's guaranteed, you can just take it later, and that's no problem. Especially because he already has 2 knights. What else is he doing more? So Hoodrick has some problems. They did get this 4th village, but probably gonna have to give up this one for it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna be at a place where they're at 3 villages to 3 villages. They'd love to get their giants up, but so go after the knight instead of taking the ruin. Bardur's got these riders. You see the riders. You're giving up your chance at this ruin. And remember, these guys are teammates. They know that there are more knights. But
they can see the knights. They know there's more knights coming. What's going on with Luxador? They sacrificing themselves for the greater good.
He's going to just end up trying to give this city to Elyrion as best he can, or just delaying it from Jin.
Sacrificing those.
Yeah, buys fishing.
Yeah, just to upgrade it so that and he can hand it over to Elyrion. They can upgrade it. Yep.
Yeah, make sure that Elyrion is the one that gets those 5 stars back.
That's right. And gave him a gift.
So we turn over to Icy Inferno.
Yeah, well, we saw that coming. We know the giant's moving in. Hoodrick doesn't have enough archers, I think.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Again, leaving the kills for your teammate. This rider can head back for this village, and I'm sure that we're going to see this rider over here. Unless Elyrion's able to block, but again, remember about Elyrion. They have a giant problem they have to deal with.
They do.
So pretty sure that Elyrion's won't be able to block, and we're going to see really nice teamwork there. But we've got some nice things going on for Elyrion, like 7 villages. In fact, consider the following, alright? Elyrion has 7 villages. Lightning, the entire Lightning team with 3 players on them has 7 villages right now on turn 8. They're doing something right.
But Luxador has been donating villages to Elyrion. That's one of the big reasons why. No.
How do you deal with this?
No.
Masterclass.
You can't pop a giant with Elyrion. You can't. They're connecting up cities with roads.
Yep, and they're getting some valuable stars back, just like we talked about. Fishing, stars
for the
back.
setup, yeah.
All the way from level 1 to level 3 on the capital. It's Polytaurs. It's all Polytaurs. No, you got tricked! Yeah, no, there's another guy who can go after that archer, and it's Elyrion.
What?
And then we
they
also
sent a Hoxie Polytar to take... Oh, they're doing more cannibalization? Oh my gosh.
You were wondering, like, oh, why didn't Hoodrick upgrade this city? They want math that's really cheap. They want really cheap math. And they want a lot of Polytars to deal with this giant.
If they can capture that city, they'd turn all those animals into Polytars. Whoa! Are they going to use Polytars to kill that Chinchi giant? Are they going to be able to finish it off?
Not this turn, but I really hope the end of this turn.
Let's see.
Some
are they gonna make?
Polytars.
Are they gonna pop them? Let's see. 1. Okay.
Yeah, not 2. Not even a sanctuary here, or preventing the stars.
They can still do it next turn, right? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Wait, why not enchant the elephant next to the Chinchi giant? It can attack. Like, they got an elephant Polytar in the back that was next to the double sanctuary. It's not even on a road.
It's not even in range of this village on the next turn.
They're losing 2 stars of income by making that Polytar.
There's a super secret technique that allows it to be in range of that village, but...
Is it called... Oh, I think I know what it is. Yeah, I know. These pro players on Arctic Wolves keep track of when the Polytars will spawn, like on every odd or even turn. Like, they can predict when a new animal and where it will spawn.
Yeah. There is actually an order in which they spawn animals. It's not random at all. Of course, it's not going to be on the sanctuary itself, and tiles like this that don't have a forest or aren't in your borders would get skipped. The important thing is, we know that it will produce an animal on this tile at the start of the next turn. Push it in, and let it go on the roads there. Because this Polytar isn't getting replaced by anything. No sanctuary by it. And the other big thing, doing it right here might allow one of Zebasi's knights to go in and get a chain.
Oh, making a Polytar there would create a longer chain. I see.
This is one of the best things about Elyrion, where other Sit tribes are limited in how many units they can train per turn by the number of cities they have. Elyrion, train Polytars. Train a ton of Polytars. Also, it helps when you have 7 cities.
And you have all the sanctuary income to afford all the Polytars.
Mm-hmm. So Jin has a very kind of, say, predictable turn. Yeah, they siege with the giant.
Yeah.
You could have seen it coming.
And moving to siege Luxador's last city with a giant.
Again, this is a really impressive defense that they've been holding against these knights. There are some, chains that they could grab, but they're making sure that, their defense is in things like this. If they want to grab this chain here, 1, warrior on the capital, not an archer. Don't let that chain go all the way through. They lose 2 of the riders to pick up 2 archers, and they're going to lose the knight on the next turn too. But they're still getting good exchanges here.
But Zebasi would have to chain through their own ally. There we go. Chaining through their own ally. They decided to do it. They decided it was worth it.
Yeah. Now Hoodrick has a problem.
Yeah, Hoodrick only has 2 cities. Not a lot of places to train units.
These knights are causing huge problems. We turn really briefly, and I do mean really briefly, to Luxador.
Poor little Luxador. Luxador has 1 city left. Look at that teeny Luxador slot on the timeline.
Yeah, Thomas Ribeiro. How do you spend your last day on Earth? Sacrificing units to the giant. They don't want to be giving them any more kills than they have to. They're only at 5 kills right now.
Yeah.
So, Bardur, you've been fighting. You've been fighting this position from out that giant. And now you're feeling a lot better. Is it time, maybe, to buy roads? Can they buy enough roads to kick Elyrion off this village? They go for trade.
Roads
they have
and
10
trade.
stars left. Yep, trade pre-capture to save stars.
Yeah. And then they can unsiege. Yep.
Yeah, and the plan is foiled.
That's so interesting. Hoodrick keeps that village, and so their tech costs are still high.
All kinds of upset. And just like we were talking about, look at that animal under this Polytaur.
Yep. They can polypush it northeast. Because
Yeah,
it goes
this-
towards the middle of the map.
Yep, it's a freshly spawned unit, so it goes straight towards the middle of the map. Right
Nice.
into range.
And it's on the road. It moved onto a road, which allowed it to move 2 tiles. Cool!
We're seeing a lot of riders
Oh,
from
there's
Elyrion.
the sanctuary. They put the sanctuary there. Woof!
Yeah, look at this. That's a lot of riders.
So many units, but there's a knight, so you still have to be careful because all of that is a knight chain setup if you're not careful.
Now, Fusion, maybe you just go after the siege here, block this Polytaur from being trained. No! Go after the kill. Who wants the 1 star?
They
And-
didn't go after that little... Oh, they left it for Zebasi. They gave it to
Yeah.
their buddy.
Zebasi's been a great team player.
He's like, it's my turn for a village, dang it. Give it to me.
Yeah, additionally, look at this. If you thought that, okay,
Yeah.
well, you know, mathematics costs 3 stars more than you're expecting, but at least we get the star. Nope! No star for
Nope.
you. Yeah, maybe they're
Nope.
hoping for a larger chain, but no such luck there.
But they
As you
did
see,
get math. Hoodrick went ahead and got math anyways.
Not
And
just
a
math,
catapult.
but
Oh, dear.
right next to these
wait.
knights.
What? Why did they put a catapult right next to a knight?
I'm sure Ilyrion's gotta be the one, like, cleaning up after their kids' mess right now. Like, okay, I'll take care of the knights, and
All right, so
Yeah.
Hoodrick is counting on Elyrion to take care of that knight. Keep their catapult
Yeah, I
safe.
yeah, gives them 2 kills. So they're up at 8 kills on that monument, and they should be getting it in the next turn. And there we go, the markets are coming down.
Yeah.
So let's see how they want to deal with this. This
Alright,
is an
first-
advantage.
Oh, poor Luxador. Is Luxador going to stay alive for one more turn? Can they do it? Let's see the unsiege. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Thomas Ribeiro. Gonna be alive to fight another day? Oh, we're gonna have to come back to it. Oh!
Yeah, he takes a little break here.
I like the double Polypush there.
Some players, when they get knights, they abandon all the riders immediately. Look at this. The rider comes in and clears. It has to run away. Because
Yeah.
look at this.
Yeah, let's see that double Polypush again.
A Polypush onto the road. Onto this Polytaur. To Polypush that. Up in range. And then clear with your other rider. And
Okay, the
boom.
last one.
The giant
Tomas
is
is-
gone.
Tomas is still alive. He's in this game. At least one more turn.
So earlier we were looking at hunting as if it was just a path to archery, but yeah, Jin recognizes that's not fast enough. They said 1 giant wasn't enough. I'll try again. So giant number 2 goes in. A killer monument is donated over for Zebasi to Bardur.
Oh, I like that catapult push to attack. Yes, I like that.
Look at that sad
Catapult
Luxador turn. Oh, it just blipped
Oh.
by.
What did you
Peach-
say about Tomas? Like, you don't let him live, won't let him die. He's like in limbo, right?
Absolutely. He's got his 1 warrior he can train. So after that extra catapult hit from Hoodrick over here, if the giant walks in, that's another catapult right on there. And now they're like, maybe I should have given this village to Elyrion. So we're going to see a nice border growth into Sawmill to upgrade both of these market spots.
Oh, look at that market synergy. I like that.
Yeah,
and another one.
Really big markets. Elyrion is attracting some more animals, some more Polytaurs, and they are trying to get out as many as they can because they are preparing for round 2 against this giant. They gotta keep Thomas in limbo.
Poor Thomas. He's gonna turn into a zombie. He's gonna be this undead, not dead, not living.
Look at that! Turning the tides!
Whoa! Oh,
Pushing
they
straight
siege
through
well.
those giants. Yeah.
Shinshi will be able to unsiege no problem, but that's a ballsy move right there.
Mm-hmm. And this is the thing, you can't give your opponents this kind of space. This giant abandoned stepping on this city, like, I don't want to just die to these Polytaurs. That was a lot of Polytaurs there, and that scares me.
Well, I thought they were trying to give that to Zebasi, but Zebasi's gone now, so Elyrion gets to keep it.
Once the Arctic Wolves have this space, turn the table is just like that. And
there's
another
that sanctuary. Yeah.
Yep. Taking advantage of those border growth tiles to get this nice sanctuary spot.
They could get fishing, because like you said, fishing and a port. Fishing can get them a workshop in that little poor, pathetic level 1 city.
Yeah, this city's been stuck at level 1. Would love to see a rider there, but...
Yeah.
Well, let's see
how... Can we pause a minute and talk about all the fires on the map? I see 4 fires on the map. I think I need to go get a fire extinguisher. Is Elyrion going to be able to help their teammates and unsiege those 3? I'm guessing the other fire is a cannibalism.
That's a little barter cannibalism. They said, Zebasi, you done good. Pats him on the shoulder. Takes him out back behind the barn. Something. And look at this. Just through pure aura and intimidation, Thomas has repelled the giant from his city.
You know what? If anyone has that kind of aura, it's Tomas, for sure.
So, let's see what Zebasi does. What Just Luck does with the 1 4 health rider they have. Maybe he'll buy a knight on the next turn. Hoodrick's buying.
Ord. And a border growth. What? Wait, why would they go borders?
So they've got this nice, like, they make up the 3 population, like 5 stars here, with the sawmill being where it is as well. But where's the last population going to come from? And I really hope it's not
roads?
fishing.
I don't know.
Yeah, if it was roads, you'd expect maybe they just connect both of these cities. Get the giant.
Yeah, where are they getting the giant from? We'll have to see.
Yep. Now let's see the tiny sliver of a turn that Tomas is able. I don't even know what he does here. Step on the mountain and attack the giant. Yeah. So, Bardur.
Brave sacrifice.
Taking not just his cities, but now his tech. So after free spirit. Yeah, you take free spirit before you take the ruin. Hope that it gives you Shiv. Unfortunately, he only got a star ruin, which at this point in the game is just garbage. So.
Oh, right.
I don't know how
Isn't that terrible?
The rider
only
here.
A star ruin. That's just so disappointing.
Yep, stealing that last city.
Wait, so is Bardur really cannibalizing all of Zebasi? So
this city is important for Bardur. 1, these roads are already connecting it. 2, do a little count.
Will they get the
Grand Bazaar.
The Grand Bazaar?
Yep, Grand Bazaar as soon as they capture that.
Very nice.
What do they do if a giant on the capital?
That makes sense.
Fishing giant on Linark? Who's to say? Yeah, chivalry. So, Tomas goes in, picks up a nice siege there, and starts whittling away.
No,
at the
not
giant.
Tomas. Elyrion. Arctic Wolves. You did it again.
Wolves go away. Merc X goes in, picks up a cheeky siege on the Jin player, and starts whittling away at the giant.
Yeah, all those units.
Now what's really nice is that, you know, that monster turn 7 knight, those monster knights that were causing so many problems earlier, they're gone right now.
No more knights. Well, no, but Bardur has a knight. It's a new knight in town now.
Yeah, Bardur has chivalry, so it's going to happen soon. But for right now, you can clump your units however you want.
Mm-hmm.
But
it looks like finally, is Lexidor finally gonna kick the bucket? I don't know.
Looks like it, but who's to say?
Who's to say?
Fishing, finally! This city that would love to see a rider.
Fishing!
It gets its rider finally after that fishing upgrade.
Let's go!
Good partner Tomas. Always gets the resources for his team. Well, maybe it's because they knew they would never get new stars on it.
Yeah. But then they just gifted Bardur a giant by... no, they're going to pop their own giant there next turn. Never. Oh, another Borders! I bet they're going to go fishing too.
Yeah, they want this sawmill market spot.
Nice. And they pushed their catapult. Look at all those units! Look at all those Elyrion units! Oh my God.
So clumped together.
Okay, but there's a Bardur knight now. They can't just leave all their units like that.
And this is a different situation than before. Where before it was Elyrion against Jin's giants, and they had, you know, twice the city count that Jinji did. Now they're against the Jin giants and Bardur giants and Bardur knights. We've progressed to a 2v2 here, where we have this strong Elyrion versus a strong Bardur, and then a weaker Hoodrick versus a weaker Jin. We're still just trying to survive this initial onslaught. Well, the initial onslaught that's been going on for the last 6 turns. The giants pile in. Now we see archery. Mostly, it seems like, for the defense bonus.
Yeah.
Because remember how Elyrion's been dealing with these giants? Makes it so much more difficult for them to get enough Polytars up. So finally, Zebasi wasn't the one to claim this ruin, and actually also goes to Bardur. Finally claiming that ruin. A really nice knight chain.
Gets in there. Yeah, that ruin still is unclaimed.
Mathematics and their own catapults. This giant is just... it can't survive this. And the Arctic Wolf side keep pushing with this Elyrion, but... it's progressing from a 2v2 to a 2v1. Hoodrick is running out of steam. And the strength of the attack just keeps getting stronger.
And Elyrion is so vulnerable to night chains. They have so many squishy units in there.
The lightning side just has to keep pushing this advantage. But eventually, they're going to find the time where they can get that one night chain.
Yep.
That's gonna be it.
It's coming soon. I have this sense of dread for all those Elyrion riders and Polytars. I just can sense the night chain that's coming.
Able to unsiege 2 giants with just riders, Polytars, no archers, no giants of their own, no dragons, no ranged units, no catapults, just Polytars and archers. And unsiege for their teammate as well. But it's looking like Bardur's going to be able to slide this knight through. They just have to. Are they able to get through these Polytars as well?
Yeah.
And look at this. The Jinji player taking advantage of the fact that they don't have peace. Look at how these riders are set up to allow that Bardur knight to go through. So Hoodrick's getting ready to prepare a giant push.
The Chinchi is allowing a bridge for their... Yeah. They're going to chain through their own ally, right? Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Maybe not.
Oh, they didn't. They didn't.
Unless...
They left him keep it. Okay. No, they let him keep it. But still, that
You're
was
just
pretty
setting up for the
devastating.
next turn.
All those knights.
Or at least the one.
No, I think the tide has turned. Like you said, it's becoming like a
Never
2v1.
Even with this really nice zone of control, look how they were able to save this. Shin's been really good about making sure not to give up this tile and let a wall happen here.
Hoodrick pops a giant to keep that city a little bit longer.
Look at that, 52 stars per turn for Bardur. Yep, chaining through.
Oh, look at that. There it was. They chained through their own ally, right? We were talking about that. Oh, this is it. It's over. Oh, it's over.
Yeah, Hoodrick is going to lose. Yep, all of their cities see.
This is it. This is a massacre. A Polytire rider shish kebab massacre.
That's it. That's the game. That's the game of the season.
Fantastic. Even though my team lost, this is really an impressive game.
Espark, it's been a pleasure commentating with you.
The pleasure was all mine. I know, funny. Thanks so much. And if you want to learn to play like a pro, join our league. A link to our Discord server is in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any exciting Polytopia content in the future. Take care. See you on the next one.